So 30 minutes may be fairly long for some of you. So you need to be very careful how you sit in meditation so that it doesn't become hell too fast. So if you are not used to meditate, or if you are not used to meditate longer than, let's say, 10 or 15 minutes, then it is very useful for you to know the system of the primary and secondary sitting posture. So primary sitting posture is the posture in which you start to meditate. It is also the posture in which you stay in meditation as long as you can. Secondary posture is one kind of posture that you select in which you sit only for relieving your pain. As soon as your pain is relieved, you return to your primary posture. So for example, I can choose for my primary posture, that is the posture in which I start meditation. I can choose keeping one foot on the thigh of the other leg. So then this would be my primary posture, and I would be meditating in that as long as I can. But as I'm meditating in my primary posture, as long as I can, pain may appear in my legs. In that case, I do not follow that pain, I do not grow that pain, and I don't even try to withstand that pain. Instead, I change my sitting posture. In my case, for example, I would change it to the mermaid's posture, as the American children call it. So that is by keeping that leg, which was at the top, I keep it by the side. So I have one leg here, another leg here. So I basically have my 2 feet next to me. So this is known as mermaid's posture, and I use this to relieve pain. It should take about a minute or 2 to relieve all pain. After 1 or 2 minutes, all of that pain should be entirely gone, and I should feel very good. In that case, I do not continue in sitting in this secondary posture. When the pain has disappeared, after that 1 or 2 minutes of sitting in this posture, I return to my primary posture. What is my primary posture? That's the posture in which I started this meditation session. And that is keeping one foot on the thigh of the other leg. If you start your meditation in any other posture, then that other posture is your primary posture. Why? Because that's the posture in which you started your meditation session. Whatever is the posture in which you start your meditation posture, that is called the primary posture. Then, preferably the mermaid posture, serves as your secondary posture to relieve your pain. You never sit in your secondary posture for longer than 2 or 3 minutes. After those 2 or 3 minutes, you always return back to your primary posture. There is no tertiary posture. Throughout the session, even if it lasts 6 hours or 12 hours, you have only 2 postures, primary and secondary. The main idea is that in the primary posture, you train to sit without any movement. Secondary posture serves only for relieving pain, not for meditation, not for training. You can, however, still maintain your meditation object while you stay in your secondary posture. But I would not expect that you will be very successful, because the aim of secondary posture is not meditation progress, but relieving pain. Does anyone have any question regarding this? If you don't have any question, I take it as that you are going to follow the system for a whole your life in every single case, and that it is perfectly clear for you. Okay. So it is perfectly fine for you to decide any posture for primary posture. Secondary posture, ideally, is something very comfortable. So you would not like to sit from a half lotus as a primary posture into the full lotus posture as the secondary posture, because the full lotus is much more difficult to sit in than the half lotus posture. So if you sit in a cross-legged posture as your primary posture, I would suggest to you that you keep your mermaid's posture for the secondary posture. If you sit on a chair, which is very advisable and a very good way how you can meditate, then your primary posture is keeping your back erect, not leaning over the back of the chair. And your secondary posture is leaning over the back of the chair. But again, your secondary posture should serve only to relieve pain and not for anything else. As soon as your pain is relieved, you erect your back and liberate yourself from the back of the chair. Okay, so we can now sit in our primary posture. And as you're sitting in your comfortable primary posture with the back erect, we do not lean over the wall or sofa or anything else. Our back needs to be free. We can keep one hand on the other. We can gently place one thumb on the other thumb and place that in our lap. We don't want to worry about our thumbs. So some people keep their thumbs like that. That may actually reduce your concentration because you're then concentrated on your thumbs instead of your object. So we keep our thumbs nicely calm. You maybe have seen that in some Buddha statues in Sri Lanka and Myanmar. Always the thumbs are calmly one on another. Okay, and as we're sitting in a comfortable meditation posture, we can lower the head a little. So we approach the neck with the chin and move the head a little backward. So this is supposed to be healthy for your neck. But if you feel uncomfortable, then it means that it's wrong and you should keep your head the way you feel comfortable. We definitely should lower, we should cast our side down so that we see the floor in front of us. You can select a spot on the floor, but do not fix your side on that spot too much. You can sometimes a little bit change further or closer to you, but we definitely do not look to the left or right or over there. We keep our side fixed on the floor somewhere in front of us. Perhaps a foot or two from our feet to the in front. We will meditate with our eyes open. If you feel that your eyes, if you feel uncomfortable with eyes open, then still keep your eyes open. But we will keep eyes only open a little bit. That means just tiny little bit so that we see the floor in front of us or whatever is there in front of us, or to 1/3, or to 1/2, or to 1/4, that doesn't matter. But we do not keep our eyes wide open. We keep them half open or 2/3 closed or 3/4 closed, 3/4 closed, whatever is comfortable for you is okay. You can blink as much as you want and close your eyes if you feel there's pain or tears exit from your eyes, or when insects come and they fly and disturb your eyes. So in those cases, you can close them. When you feel comfortable, open them again. All right, so we can make our first determination in our minds voicelessly. From now on, for 30 minutes, I will meditate on muscles and radiate loving kindness without any movement. From now on, for 30 minutes, I will meditate on muscles and radiate loving kindness without any movement. From now on, for 30 minutes, I will meditate on muscles and radiate loving kindness without any movement. And with that determination, we can gently, lovingly allow the flat piece of flesh at the top of the head to be heavy and changing. The flesh and other parts of this body gradually change as we age, and we can start with accepting this nature. And we continue to the forehead. Again, we accept the flat piece of flesh in the forehead to be heavy and changing. We don't need to feel that place. We don't need to be there with our mind. We just accept it exactly as we would accept the same kind of flesh on the body of someone else. And we continue to the eyes. And again, we accept the muscles that surround the eyes as heavy and changing. And in this manner, we continue to the nose, lips, chin, cheeks, ears, back of the head, and we allow all of the muscles and flesh throughout the head to be heavy and changing. And we continue to the neck, shoulders, arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, palms, fingers, tips of fingers, chest, abdomen, back, and we allow all of the muscles and flesh throughout the upper part of the body to be heavy and changing. And we continue to the buttocks, thighs, knees, calves, heels, soles, toes, tips of toes, and we allow all of the muscles and flesh throughout the body to be heavy and changing. Now we can consider impermanence and unreliability in the other parts of this body. The heart, lungs, intestines, brain, kidneys, bones, skin, blood, phlegm, urine, fat, and we allow all of the muscles and flesh throughout the body to be heavy and changing. And we can consider and accept all of the parts of this body as impermanent and unreliable. Now let's look at the mind and see if there are any thoughts. We don't push our thoughts away. Instead, we are curious. We investigate where are these thoughts coming from. Could the reason for those thoughts be clinging, attachment, worry, or any views? Regardless, what is the condition? We observe it curiously, mindfully. And if you think you don't have any thoughts, then observe your attitude to not having any thoughts. The more we can accept the impermanence and unreliability of the body and the mind, the deeper peace we can achieve. So let's look at the peace that we've just achieved. And if you think you don't have peace, then consider the fact that nobody is beating you with a stick, nobody is shouting at you, nobody is threatening you with harm, and nobody commands you to do some work you don't want to do. And that freedom from stress, that is peace. So we will observe this thing. Where is it? What is it? How much of it do I have? When we have established ourselves in peace, we can start sharing it with others. We can start in our room and allow all beings in our room, not just humans, but also tiny little insects and bacteria and invisible beings, if we believe in them. We just allow them, we don't force, we don't expect. By reciting one sentence in our minds voicelessly, may all beings in this room be in peace. May all beings in this room be in peace. And we can gradually expand our thoughts of loving kindness May all beings in this building be in peace. May all beings in this village or city be in peace. May all beings in this country be in peace. May all beings on this continent be in peace. May all beings on this planet be in peace. May all beings, including me, be in peace. And we will continue repeating this sentence for the remaining about 12 minutes. We do not force, we don't expect, and we just allow this loving kindness to grow. We stay with ourselves. We don't think what's going on in this country or that country, or in this home or with that person. We are here with ourselves. Think of yourself as if you are the sun. You are the sun, then you just need to be shining inside. You need to be powerful inside. And the shining out happens on its own if you are sufficiently shining inside. So we stay shining inside and we allow the shining outside. May all beings, including me, be in peace. If you lost your peace, you can repeat meditation on muscles, starting from the top of the head, going all the way until the tips of the toes, and then return to your loving kindness. We don't force, we don't expect, we just enjoy how the thoughts and how the power of love is growing in ourselves. And if you feel that the sentence is coarse, then just drop it and directly concentrate on the object of loving kindness. Now, because the time for this sitting is finished, we will make the last determination in our minds listlessly. From now on, I will always be mindful and shine with loving kindness. From now on, I will always be mindful and shine with loving kindness. From now on, I will always be mindful and shine with loving kindness. And with that determination, we can slowly, mindfully, gently, lovingly change the way of our sitting. When you have changed your posture, do not rush to your device yet. We will take 1 minute of some more peaceful activity. When we have changed the way of our sitting, we'll take 1 more minute in which we will enjoy the peace we gained in meditation by observing the present moment in the mind. All right.